What's going on, Cave Diggers? This is Three and Out. What's going on, everybody? This is Three and Out with your boy Real Rap and Debo Vibes in the building.
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? We're here to discuss all of the college football highlights from the past weekend and the upcoming games. You know what I mean? So we're gonna go ahead on and get on into it. Debo, you ready for this? How was
Hey,
your day,
man,
man?
rapid fire, dog. Let's do it three and out, man. I'm ready for it, man. I'm ready. I stay ready, bro.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. A lot of good games over the weekend, man. Man, it was some good games over the weekend, especially in the SEC down here where we stay at. So we're gonna go ahead on and jump into the SEC right quick.
Okay.
Starting with my Gamecocks and Florida. That was a heartbreaker for me. You know what I'm saying? We had this game. We had Florida beat. They came down and came back on us in the fourth quarter and cut the game to a 7-point lead.
Right.
They scored another touchdown. You know, they scored a fourth down conversion to get past my Gamecocks, man, and it was heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking. Mertz, he threw for 423 yards. Spencer Rattler had 313
it was a
yards.
high-scoring game, though, bro. Shit.
Yeah, it was. The score was 41-39. It was a very entertaining game. Very entertaining. It was. We fought, man. I gotta give my guys credit. We really did fight, but we came up short in the end. Johnson Jr. had 50 yards. Mario Anderson, the transfer from Newberry, South Carolina, he had 98 yards for 20 carries. Purcell, which killed my DB's receiving yards for Florida, he had 166 yards and one touchdown. And Xavier Gett had 5 receptions for 110 yards. Florida had 494 yards in total team yards, and South Carolina had 465 yards in total yards. What's your take on this game, Debo?
I mean, thrilling game, dog. I saw most, but I didn't see that much of it, dog. But I saw towards the end, like how high scoring it was. And I did see your boy Spencer Rattler, dog. You know what I'm saying? Do have 4 touchdowns and everything, man. You know what I'm talking about? So I could, you know, they was, but at the same time, boy, they was down in the swamp and shit. They was in the swamp, right?
No, they was here.
There was y'all, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, you know, hey, shout out to the Gators. They went up there, man. Right now, they 5-2. Man, ain't looking good for your boys, man. Y'all right now 2-4, bro.
Yeah, we are on the brink of this disaster season. 1-3 in the conference, with a tough road schedule coming up, going to Missouri next week, and it's just going. And then I believe Kentucky after that, so it's just not going to get no easier for my Gamecocks. Far as me, the defensive coordinator, all the Gamecock fans, they just want to get rid of I believe I see something about Shane Beamer had a different defensive coordinator because he had safety on a wide receiver, and we was in man to man. Yeah, a safety twice. That's how Florida.
What kind of scheme is that,
Florida
bro?
got the fourth down conversion. They had a fourth down conversion. It was 4th and 10. It with like a minute or something left, and we let them get it. And they went down there and scored a touchdown, man. It was heartbreaking. So, to me, man,
you guys got to turn. I mean, I seen y'all schedule. Y'all can very easily turn it around, man. But like this late in the season, dog, only 2 wins is not. I mean, we almost in November, bro. Y'all only got 2 wins.
Yeah. Hopefully, we'll get it together next week. Hopefully, we can pull out a road game. It's gonna be very tough against Missouri, but we'll see. All right, Georgia against Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt surprised me in this game.
The first series of the game, Vanderbilt scored like a 65-yard
Vanderbilt
touchdown, bro.
scored, yeah, right. They scored on the. They came out swinging. Final score was 37-20. Carson Beck threw for over 261 yards. He was 29 for 39. He threw for a touchdown. He threw a pick. Seals for Vanderbilt had 201 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. He had an interception also. Edwards for Georgia ran for 146 yards and a touchdown. Alexander had 16 yards for 1 touchdown, and the receiving yards, Lovett had 72 yards for 1 touchdown, and McGowan for Vanderbilt had 58 yards receiving. Total yards, Georgia just pounded Vanderbilt 552 yards total to Vanderbilt 219 yards total.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, man, like in the first quarter, we was tied up. You know what I'm saying? In the first quarter, we was like straight up tied up and shit, dog. But then the second quarter, Georgia started doing our thing, man. You know what I mean? But the thing about it is, dog, I'm not so much worried about that victory. We had a loss in that game, man. We lost Brock Bowers, our star tight end, for 4 weeks with a high ankle sprain, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's gone for 4 weeks, bro.
That's a huge blow right there.
That's a huge blow for us, dog. Paul.
That's a huge blow.
But I'm starting to see things in Carson Beck that's make me excited, dog. About how he's seeing the game now. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like we both talk about, dog, when the season started, the first 3 weeks he was trash. But now the game started to slow down for Carson Beck. Well, now we talked about last week, me, you, and goddamn TJ. Well, I think you guys are right. Carson Beck is the best quarterback in the SEC.
Yeah. I said he is. I mean, he got his team at 7-0, man. From what I saw, the balls he was throwing to Edwards and Lovett, he was dropping them in the bread basket, man. He looked good out there. He's good in poise. Georgia offensive line is just stellar to protect him. When he has time, he will carve you up. Carve you up.
But like I said, man, hey, shout out to Vanderbilt, dog. They stayed in the game. The overall game was a competitive game, dog. But Georgia pulled away, bro.
Yeah, they did in that one. Okay, next up, Arkansas and Alabama. Arkansas clawed their way back into this game too. The final score was 21-24.
Yeah. And think about it, man, Alabama, dog, they keep having these close ass games. You know that shit?
Right.
Like real close games, dog.
Right.
Like real close games. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we talked about, I think I called it like Arkansas was gonna lose by 3 points. They lost by 3 points, dog. But this ain't the same. This Alabama team is not the same as they should be, dog.
Yeah. Alabama defense is not the same as they used to be because
no.
They was up in this game. They was up by like 2 touchdowns, and KJ Jefferson led the way with 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Jalen Monroe, he had a big day too. He had 238 yards for 2 touchdowns. Green ran for 44 yards, and McLaren for Alabama, he had 83 yards receiving, and Armstrong for Arkansas had 48 yards, with Princess for Alabama had 93 yards rushing. But they climbed their way back into this game, man. Alabama defense is not what it used to be.
No, not at all. As a matter of fact, I just saw something, man. In the second half now, Arkansas outscored Alabama's 15-3. You know what I mean? So I mean, they could have at least won that game, bro. I mean, like I said, man, like Alabama barely beat goddamn South Florida. You know, they barely beat. I think it was Ole Miss or Mrs. William twos. And this, I mean, and it's if Alabama makes it, let me ask you a question. The way Alabama's going right now, you still think they're gonna make it to the SEC championship game, or it's gonna be LSU?
Like I said last week, that game is gonna come down to that game as usual. And man, that's a tough one. I think I think LSU might can squeak their way. Because Alabama, like I said, Alabama defense is not like how it used to be.
Right.
And I think Jaden Daniels, which we're gonna get to that game. I think if he has a big day and LSU can get a good stop, I think they can knock Alabama off and potentially make it to the SEC championship.
Okay. I agree with that.
Okay, Tennessee and Texas A&M.
Yeah.
Tennessee is a very surprise team for me because they're what is they 5-1, 2-1 in the conference. Um, they just ran all over Texas A&M.
And I swear to God, bro, like we talked about, I honestly thought A&M was gonna go up there and win that game, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, because it was a close ass game, like you said, dog. It was like only 20-13. At halftime, it was only 10-3. I mean, 10-7. You know what I mean? So, and the Aggies were up. The Aggies were actually up, bro. You know what I'm saying? But then Tennessee pulled away in that game, bro.
Yeah. Field position was a key in that game. I seen a punt return on special teams. Texas A&M punted it from their own 2-yard line. I thought that was a game changer in that game. Johnson for Texas A&M had 223 yards passing, and Milton had 100 yards passing.
100 yards passing in that game. That's not going to cut it, bro.
Right, but Tennessee still won though. They still won.
Yeah, well, that's very true. You're right.
Right, and that's why I say the special teams in that game was the difference maker to me, and I believe that's to me that's how Tennessee won this game. They had Tennessee had more total yards than Texas A&M was 332 yards and 277 yards. Tennessee, man, they 5-1 in the conference in the East. They don't play Georgia. I believe they played Georgia yet.
No, we ain't played them yet, but yeah, no, we usually play them late in the season.
That could be.
That's going to be whoever wins that game is going to take the SEC East title, dog.
Yeah.
Whoever's going to win that game, that's basically the Tennessee Georgia game is going to be the SEC East championship game.
Yeah, I see that already. So Georgia gonna have to really win that game if they want to see the SEC championship again. Auburn and LSU. Man,
blowout. That was a blowout, dog.
That man, Jaden Daniels, he's just superb, man. He had 300. He threw for 325 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. Thrown for Auburn, threw for 102 yards passing. Cobb had rushed for 69 yards. Diggs for LSU ran for 97 yards and a touchdown. B. Frazier for Auburn receiving had 52 yards, and Lacey for LSU had 101 yards and 1 touchdown.
But see, the thing about the stats, don't even talk about the score of the game, man. These boys beat them by 30 points, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You look at what the defense did. You know what I'm saying? The defense, the LSU defense held the starting quarterback, Peyton Thorne, only 100 yards. You know what I mean? And the leading rusher only had 69 yards. So this goddamn LSU defense clamped down. That's what makes LSU so damn scary, dog, in the West.
Right.
And on top of that, bro, Alabama is not the same. So, like I said, when Alabama plays LSU, dog, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's all gonna come down to who can stop who, because that game always be a defensive battle. I mean, LSU they dominated the game. Auburn only had 18 first downs versus LSU had 25 first downs. And I mean, total yards just 500. They just ran all over them. Jaden Daniels is playing outstanding. I'm loving that kid, man. He's fun to watch, man.
Very, very.
Yeah, he's very fun to watch. He can run, he can throw. I mean, he just can do it all, man.
And the thing about it, dog, he was a transfer. A lot of people don't know he started at Arizona State.
Right. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, no, Jaden Daniels started at Arizona State. He started at Pac-12, and then he transferred to LSU. Now look what he's doing.
Right. That goes to show you when you get put in the right system, you can shine. But if you're not in the right, if you don't have the right coaches around you in the right system, then you're not going to shine. All right. Last game.
Vaughn from TV Nation said Alabama been sluggish this year. There's going to be some furniture throwing, moving around. So I guess, okay, Alabama LSU playing November 4th. And that's what's going down, bro.
Right. That's going to determine the West Division as always. All right, last game, Missouri at Kentucky. Missouri with a big road win over Kentucky. That was a very entertaining game. Brady Cook threw for 167 yards and 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Leary threw for 120 yards and 2 touchdowns. Ray Davis rushed for 128 yards. He's having a hell of a season. Wees Jr. had 58 yards receiving, and Dingle had 32 yards receiving. They didn't do too much. That guy, the safety of Kentucky, Hardesty. That's his last name, Hardesty?
I don't know, bro. I don't follow Kentucky, bro.
I follow Kentucky because I hate them with a passion. I can't stand Kentucky.
Right.
Kentucky is a basketball school. They shouldn't be beating nobody, damn it. I can't stand them. But I've been watching Kentucky because they've been beating our ass. But
like truth be told, dog, they started 5-0. Right now, they've lost their last 2 games, bro.
Yeah, I mean they're doing better than my Gamecocks. They 5-2, 2-2.
Everybody doing better than your Gamecocks, bro. Hey, Rod let's go to the chat right now. PBT, what's up, Rod? What's going on? What's up, Ruby Garden coming through? You know what I'm saying? Corey, CJ, and Sharice, everybody coming through. Thank you for coming by for 3 and out. My bad. Keep going, dog.
We appreciate everybody coming in. Appreciate y'all. All right, y'all. We gonna going over to the Big Ten. We didn't cover the Big Ten last week. Quick rundown on the Big Ten. Michigan just blew out Indiana, man.
Yeah.
They blew them boys out.
Wasn't even close,
man. Do you see Michigan sneaking into the playoffs?
Sneaking into they're number 2 team in the league. Hell yeah, in the nation. They're not sneaking in nowhere. They're number two team in the league, and I mean in the country. Now, the game is going to determine everything. Is always going to be like Dre said a couple weeks ago, that damn Michigan Ohio State game. You know what I mean? But me personally, I don't see Michigan doing shit in the playoffs because Michigan have a cupcake schedule. Schedule, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the last game of the season is going to be, like I said, Ohio State and Ohio State. And then, of course, they get into the playoffs. But once you get to the playoffs, it's a brand new season, bro. And I don't see them doing this shit. 52-7. They beat the boy 52-7 last week.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna do that stuff in the damn college football playoffs.
Yeah, I don't see I don't see Michigan doing it because it'll be a one-sided. I mean, if they go against the SEC team, then you know it's gonna really be over. And I don't see them doing nothing in the playoffs either. So I really would like to see Ohio State from the Big Ten making in.
Right. I agree.
Speaking of Ohio State, they beat Purdue 41-7.
And I fucked that game all up. Remember last week I said Purdue's gonna win that game, dog. I say that it is what it is, dog. And
What the hell was you thinking about?
I was just thinking about they going to, you know what I'm saying, a visiting team. Purdue typically plays good at home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then I realized they lost their head coach. Jeff Bronze went down to Louisville this past season, and they got a starter head coach right now. I didn't see this shit coming 41-7. I totally fucked that up.
Wow. And to round out the Big Ten, Maryland losing to Illinois. Maryland was on a roll at first, CJ. They was on a roll now, but y'all lose the damn Illinois.
Unacceptable. That's unacceptable, bro. Yeah, no. Well, I can't say what's Illinois' record right now, bro.
They 3-4 and they 1-3 in the conference.
Oh well, they got their first victory against Maryland, bro.
Hey, Maryland doing better than my Gamecocks right now, so I can't.
Everybody doing better than Gamecocks.
Everybody doing better than my damn Gamecocks. All right, so we're gonna move to the Pac-12.
Yes,
the Pac-12.
You already know we got to talk about this one, bro.
Yes,
we already know. You already know what game we got to talk about, man.
First up, Colorado and Stanford.
All right.
Colorado, what's your take on that on that game, Debo?
Here's the deal. And anybody watching that game understands what I'm saying. I watched that game real time, bro. I watched the entire game. First of all, it was a Friday night game. It was on Friday, so a lot of people didn't even know it was on. I know I didn't. I just stumbled upon it. I
forgot that game was on my damn self.
Yeah, I didn't know. But it was an ESPN game on Friday, and Colorado looked so goddamn dominant in the first half. Bro, yes. In the first half, dog, they're beating these fools 29 to fucking nothing.
29-0.
29-0. It was a cakewalk. Wow. It was a cakewalk. And I don't know what happened at halftime, bro. But goddamn, the Stanford Cardinals scored in not overtime, but in the second half, they scored 33 points in them boys. 33. They came back to take the lead. It was just game winning overtime. You know what I mean? And Colorado only scored 7 points in the second half. And that's why they go into overtime, and they win in 2 overtimes. Stanford wins by 3 points. And the look on Deion's face, dog, as all the whole thing went down.
He was smiling. He was smiling at halftime.
Oh, he smiled big at halftime, yeah.
And then at the end of the game, he was so sad.
He was all frowned up. Though. But let's give us to Shedeur Sanders, who's coming out to be one of the best quarterbacks in the nation. Five touchdowns
for over 400 yards. 400 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 1 interception.
Yeah.
And to me, the playmaker of that game was Stanford. Alec.
I can't spell.
I can't pronounce. But man, he had 294 yards receiving on Stanford. Colorado.
This dude averaged 20 yards a catch.
20 yards a catch, man, and then he
had 20 yards a catch, 13 catches, 294 yards, which was a record, and 3 touchdowns, including a 97-yard touchdown.
Man,
and then he did his last touchdown. He drugged Travis Hunter to the end zone. Drug his ass in the end zone, dog. Drug him in the end zone.
Colorado had no answer for him. They just, even Travis Hunter couldn't stop him. He drove.
My thing is, where's the adjustment? You see this fucking receiver like killing y'all. Where's the adjustment?
They didn't have no answer. They didn't have no adjustment. They just couldn't do it. They have nothing.
It was the biggest comeback in Stanford history, dog.
Colorado gave Stanford a classic. They gave them. I went back and watched that. They gave them boys a classic. I ain't never seen nobody come down back for 29 points and cut your ass in double overtime. That's rough day, boy. All right, next game. Oregon against Washington.
Great game.
Bo Nix had 337 yards and 2 touchdowns. Picks Nick Jr. for Washington had 302 yards, 4 touchdowns, and an interception. Oregon, Irving had 27 yards rushing and a touchdown. Washington had 20 yards for 100 yards and one touchdown. And Oregon Franklin had 154 yards and a touchdown. And Odoze from Washington had 128 yards receiving and two touchdowns and 8 receptions. Oregon had 541 yards total, and Washington had 415 yards total. Did you see that game, Debo?
Yes, I did. It was an afternoon game. I did. I saw the game, and it was as advertised, bro. It was look at the score. It was as advertised. I picked Washington because of Michael Penix Jr., who is a beast. 4 touchdowns in that game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, but at the same time, Bo Nix did his thing as well. 2 touchdowns. It was as advertised, man. You know what I'm saying? And those are the biggest. Those as you know, those are the biggest colleges in the Northwest: Oregon and Washington. You know what I'm saying? And when they clashed, and they did not disappoint, bro. They did not disappoint.
That was a great game. I didn't get a chance to watch this game, but that was a very that was a pivotal game in the Pac-12 too, because
they're both undefeated. They're both undefeated, bro.
Undefeated. Washington's still undefeated, and they could win the Pac-12. They could win the Pac-12. So we're gonna see how that round out in the coming games here. Man, it was a lot of USC at Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. That's another one, bro. Did not see this one coming. Now, I remember last week I said Caleb Williams was going to go back-to-back Heisman Trophy. After last week, hell no.
He was horrible.
Horrible, bro.
Caleb Williams
defense looked like the best defense that ever played the game.
Caleb Williams had 199 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. 3. God, that'll get you on left bench, boy. Hartman had 126 yards passing for Notre Dame. Marshawn Lloyd had 46 yards and 1 touchdown. Einstein had 95 yards for 2 touchdowns and 22 carries. Tyree for Notre Dame had 62 yards receiving, and Jackson the third had 51 yards receiving. USC couldn't stop the run, man.
No, hell no, they couldn't stop. They couldn't stop nothing. Like I said, and Dre, I just gave your team props, bro. I ain't disrespecting them. Nobody saw USC getting blown out by goddamn 28 points.
Yeah.
Nobody saw USC lose by 28 points. That's what I'm saying. The Irish damn scored 50 points at USC. That's mad respect to them. I ain't disrespecting them. You know what I'm saying? And they did their damn thing. They literally got on field. The Fighting Irish played USC as if like USC said something about their mama, dog. Dog. I mean, they played with chip on their shoulder, and they did for their head coach, dog. They did for their head coach.
Every year, this game always be a close game. But this year.
Not this year.
Not this year. When you throw 3 interceptions, man, in a game, you're bound to get blowed out, and you can't stop the run. Like, I mean, Einstein, he just had a damn field day. He had a field day on them, man.
Here's the deal, bro. The USC Trojans, dog, were supposed to be the toughest team that Notre Dame faced on their schedule, other than Ohio State. Moving forward, bro, I don't see Fighting Irish losing a fucking game. I don't see it. I don't see them boys losing another damn game this year, which is going to open up some talk about the playoffs. Can there be a two-loss team in the playoffs? Because what happened, as we see all the time, they always want to put Notre Dame in there, dog. But unfortunately, I think those going to be on the outside looking in, dog. Real talk.
They got some tough games coming up here now. They should be able to take care of Pitt.
Yeah.
But they got Clemson on the road.
Clemson's not the same Clemson, bro. They got Clemson.
That's still Clemson though.
Okay. All right. Okay.
That's still Clemson. Then you got at the end of the year, you got Stanford. You got Stanford on the
I'm
road.
not worried about that. I'm not, no.
Stanford on the road. All right.
No.
All right, now you
Well, okay,
still
don't get it twisted, dog. But what Stanford did against
You just-
Colorado, dog, that's once a lifetime thing and shit. They don't do shit
Man,
like West
hey.
against some goddamn Notre Dame, bro.
That game, that Stanford game and that Clemson game, if they get past them two games right there, then yeah, I can see them probably shaking something, trying to make a push
Stanford's
for the
won 2
playoff.
games all year.
Huh?
Stanford's won 2 games all year.
But you just seen what Stanford did to
I saw
damn
what it against, like
Colorado.
I said, that's a once in a lifetime thing, bro. Against
That wasn't no damn fluke.
Bro, who's
That
better?
wasn't a fluke. You acting like that was a fluke game. Somebody up 29 fucking points. That's a dangerous team.
Let me ask you a
And
question.
you gotta go to Stanford. That ain't gonna
Stanford
be no
right now.
pushover win.
All right, let me ask you a question. Who's better right now? Stanford or goddamn who's better right now? Fucking goddamn Colorado or Notre Dame?
I mean Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Still,
Absolutely. So
Stanford's
not gonna do shit about it. You think Stanford, dog? That's an anomaly, dog. It happened. They ain't gonna score enough 33 points in the second half against some fucking Notre Dame.
Man, I'm telling you, that's a trap game for Notre Dame. All right, let's go. But we gonna see though. We gonna see. All right, so we gonna go ahead on.
Dre, you hear that shit? Hold on, Dre, you hear that shit?
We gonna go ahead on and do our little 3 and out. My 3 and out for the week was Florida against South Carolina. They didn't elect to go 3 and out. They went for it on 4th down, converted, and they made the 4th down conversion. And man, they went on down and scored another touchdown and beat my Gamecocks, man. So big ups to the Florida Gators for not punting the ball and not going 3 and out. Do you have a 3 and out moment, Debo?
No, I didn't see one that. Like I didn't see a 3 and out moment like that. I'm pretty sure. Actually, I did, bro. I think there was one. Georgia did. It was like 4th and 2, but it's against Vanderbilt. You know what I'm saying? And instead of going for it that day, elected to kick the field goal. My opinion, like that does something for a team morale. You know what I mean? If it's 4th and 2, you're Georgia, you're playing Vanderbilt, you're a way better team. You should just go for it. Just go for it. You know what I'm saying? Go for the jugular. But they went for the field goal. They made the field goal, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? But if you play an inferior team like Vanderbilt, it's 4th and 2. Go for it. So They went for the field goal. They didn't go for the actual the yardage. So it is what it is. But they still won the game though. But you know.
All right, quick top 25. South Carolina against Missouri. Who you got?
Man. Give me. I'm gonna go South Carolina, man. I'm a big time Rattler fan, dog. I think he's gonna do his thing, dog. Give me South Carolina for the second win. There's no fucking way they're gonna go 2-5. Y'all can't go 2-5, bro.
Yeah, that'll be really sad if we go 2-5, man. It really will. Let me see who Notre Dame. Let me see who y'all got next week. Who y'all got next week? Who Dre them got next week? Wake Forest against Notre Dame. Who y'all got?
Oh my God, Notre Dame, bro. Notre Dame. Yeah, man. Yeah, Sam Hartman going back to his old school. He came from Wake Forest. He transferred from Wake Forest. He gonna go back there and light them boys up.
Right. Let me see. Let me go to the SEC. Tennessee at Alabama. Who you got in that game? I'm going with Tennessee. I'm going with Alabama in this game, man. They home. So
yeah, I ain't gonna be cute, dog. Give me Alabama, dog. They at home and shit, dog. I'm going Alabama, man.
Yeah, I'm going with Alabama in this
game. No. Give me Tennessee. Alabama almost lost a goddamn 2-4 Arkansas team last week, bro. They almost lost to Arkansas. Last week Tennessee played A&M, and they almost won that game. So you look where you know what I'm saying. Where's the momentum? Give me Tennessee, bro. Give me Tennessee to win.
Okay. Ole Miss at Auburn.
Ole Miss. Lane Kiffin and offense. Ole Miss.
Okay. LSU and Army.
That's a top 25 game.
Yeah, LSU against Army.
Yeah, LSU shit.
Yeah, they gonna fuck around and beat them boys, man. They gonna beat them boys. That's pretty much. Look like Georgia got a off week this week.
Yeah, we got a bye week, bro.
Yeah, I got a bye week. So let me see who else in the top 25. Some big games coming up. Then we got. That's pretty much it, man. You got Oklahoma at UCF. Penn State at Ohio State.
Whoa. You can't go past that one, bro. Hold up, time out. Hold up. That should be the first one. Penn State at Ohio State.
Right.
Who you got?
I got.
Ain't they both undefeated?
Yeah, they both undefeated. They 6-0. That's a big time game. That is a big time game. I think.
Are they in Columbus or they up in State College?
They in Columbia, so I'm giving it to Ohio State. I'm going Ohio State on this one. But
okay.
It's gonna be a tight game though. It's gonna be a tight one.
Okay. All right, I got you. Yeah. Give me Ohio State on that one too, though.
Okay then. So yeah, man, we that's pretty much about it, man. We're gonna see what's gonna go down for the weekend, man. And we're gonna go ahead on and wrap this thing on up. So everybody can go to work in the morning, because I know I got to get up in the morning and hit it in the AM. You know what I mean? That's right. So we appreciate everybody coming out tonight. Make sure y'all stay tuned for Run It Back with Debo and CJ this coming Thursday, and the Social Den with CJ and Sharice tomorrow night.
No, they ain't doing tomorrow night, bro. They got some.
Next week.
The Social Den will not be tomorrow night. It's gonna be the follow. Yeah, they got some things going on with their family. You know what I'm saying? So they're taking a little break.
Right.
Shout out to CJ and Sharice.
That's right. They're doing their thing over there at the Social Den. So y'all make sure y'all get over there and tune in for that. They be talking about some good topics and everything. And make sure y'all come back here for Running It Back Thursday. They will be covering all the NFL and highlights from over the weekend and the upcoming games. So yeah, y'all, we're gonna go ahead on and get on up out of here.
Yes, sir.
Y'all have a good night. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And y'all stay safe out there.
3 and out. Yes, sir.
3 and out. We out.
Yes, sir.